It is Thursday morning, December 19th, and I just got out here. I'm gonna feed cows this morning. My dad's milking, so we switched spots kind of this morning, and it looks like the cows are pretty hungry. So I just like to check that before I start. I make sure I mix the right amount. I'm also gonna just take the broom through here, just clean up a little bit, past what the robot could reach. So Dad, which do you prefer, milking or feeding?
I like to feed.
Yeah, my dad's milked a lot of cows in his life, and I think he's at the point now where he prefers just to let someone else do it, which I can't blame him. The nice thing about milking is it allows you to see all the cows, and you can catch ones that aren't feeling well or something's a little off with them. My dad has a really good eye for that, something that he's always been good at. It's about 20 degrees this morning, so a little chilly. Fire up this beast. So we got our balanced rations here, and so we have this list here, these columns. Each column is a different amount of cows you want to mix for. So we got 166, 68, 70. So whatever number we're mixing for, you just follow the ingredients down through there. So there's like 15 or 16 ingredients on here, ranging from, the one is 1.5 pounds, and another one is 6,300 pounds. Yeah, so I start with the commodity barn and get the grain in, and then we'll come down here and we'll get forage out of the silos, we get mineral, and then last is corn silage out of the bunkers. I need to get a headlight for this skid loader right now. I replaced the one a month or two ago, and then the other one went out. Now I came straight out to the bunker silo. I'm gonna get the shaver on here and shave half of that face off for this morning. Running in the toasted beans now. Shout out to Sask Dutch Kid. He's a dairy farmer up in Canada, has a YouTube channel. I'm sure you deal with a lot colder weather than we do, a lot more consistently, so got some respect for that. Right now we're feeding out of 3 silos. So we want to fill these in different videos throughout the summer. The bigger harvest store here has 2nd and 3rd cutting alfalfa in it. So that's going in right now. And then this stave silo right here, we put triticale in the spring. And that one's getting down. It only has maybe 10 or 12 feet left in the silo. And at the end there, we put corn silage in that silo. Now as the alfalfa haylage is running in, I'm gonna get my minerals, throw them in the conveyor along with it. And then once we get enough weight in, I'll switch to the triticale. Call this stuff triticale. It is it's a cross between wheat and rye. I have the corn silage running out of the last silo now. Here it comes. All the corn in our bunker silo is BMR silage, so that's a higher digestibility feed, and it's better for milk cows. But if you remember, we had some extra corn that we were gonna shell and decided not to, decided to just chop it, and we filled this silo pretty full down here on the end, and we're feeding that just a little bit at a time, mixing it with good silage out there, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this silage. It's just not as digestible. So if we fed all this at once, the cows would drop in milk. So we're putting about 740 pounds of this silage in, and then we'll go out to the bunk and we'll put in another 6,300 pounds out there. The mixer's loaded with silage. I have it running still. Just want to let it go for a few minutes. Don't want to let it go too long that it starts damaging the feed. You don't want to overmix it, but it's got to be mixed thoroughly. Just going to get rid of this little bit of feed here. Feed room here. We're gonna mix up a small batch just to feed the younger heifers here in this heifer barn. It's a simpler mix for these heifers. We're gonna use the silage out of the silo, which is the non-BMR. It's good for heifers. And then we'll put some haylage and a little bit of mineral and a tiny bit of soybean meal. Finish that job up. Gonna head up to the parlor here, talk to Dad, see what's up next. Hopped in the Kubota here. I'm gonna head down to the heifer farm now and we'll mix feed up for them. It's one thing I like about this Kubota. It's a gas rather than a diesel. Our old one, we could hardly start in the winter unless we kept it in the warm. But this thing, even on a cold morning, you can fire it up. Gotta stop at the house and grab something real quick. Need some energy. Everything's fed now. I'm gonna head back home. Here's 5:05. Got the cows locked in the headlocks this morning. We have some blood tests to collect for pregnancy testing. And Dad's getting those. I'm just looking for the numbers here. The AI technician is also here today breeding a few cows. Right here is 450. We are done out here. Someone's getting a back rub. Just had some breakfast. I'm back out here now. Hooked up the cattle trailer. We have one that we want to sell today. Gonna back up here to the end of the special needs barn here and we'll load her up. Out here in the freestyle barn now, I want to sort the cow out that we're gonna sell. It's number 519. She's here in pen 3. See if I can sneak her out. That's her right over there. I talk about mastitis, which is an infection they'll get in their udder. And this cow here, she's had a case. It just kind of keeps coming back and in different quarters. We just can't get it to clear up. And so we decided we're just gonna sell her. Hop up on there. I'm gonna take this cow to the sale barn, and then on the way home I'm gonna stop and grab some headlights. Each of our skid loaders has one out, so I'm gonna get 2. When I was feeding this morning, the corn silage silo was kind of running on and off. Sometimes it would stop coming. I think it needs to be moved down. I'm gonna go up in the silo now and we'll get that unloader moved down. So I'm on this is the roof of the feed room here. We got doors up here. This is the chute that the feed falls down. It's just climbing up here to the door that's open. Here we are. So you can see the silos definitely below half now. There's the unloader. I'm gonna move it down a couple doors here. Got the chute moved down. It's gonna blow out that door. Now this unloader, it's a different style than the other ones I've shown you. All of our other unloaders have an auger. This one's just a chain, so it just runs, chain just runs around and pulls the feed to the center. So it's, you can see this chain right here. And it's not as good as an auger. This unloader is definitely our worst one. It's also not a ring drive, so it doesn't have the other ones will have a ring around here that the whole unloader will drive around, and it's basically suspended over the feed. This one you actually sit down on the feed, and it has big wheels and it drives. Big drive wheels on the ends that spin and take it around the silo the whole way around. I just pulled the mixer over here to the shop. Just a small issue with it. The PTO shaft here, I like to grease the universals pretty often because we use it a lot. And I tried greasing this the other day and I couldn't get any grease to go through it. So I'm gonna try and replace that grease fitting there and see if that fixes the problem. Should have a bunch of these back here. It's about time to go milk cows, so I'm gonna finish this up and get started with that really soon. All right, girls, time to milk. Everybody up. Let's go. Hop up. Come on. wanted to introduce you guys to Megan.
Hi.
She's our full-time employee. She milks a couple times a day and does a great job for us. This south side curtain we had open until just yesterday. We closed it because we got a nice cold spell coming. So we like to leave that open as long as possible. We'll let some fresh air and sunlight in, but now that it's cold enough, we got the barn closed up the whole way around here. Finished up with the milking. I'm gonna go in and change my shoes, get out of my rubber boots, and then we'll go out to the shop and I'm gonna get those headlights in that skid loader before my dad has a mixed feed with it. First I gotta knock down a 3 from deep. Ah. I got both the skid loaders in the shop, and as you can see on this one, this headlight's completely gone. And then on the feeding skid loader, that one over there is good, that one's not good. And I got these 2 lights, but they're LEDs. So rather than having a really good light and then an old light on both skid loaders, I'm just gonna put the 2 LEDs on the main skid loader, and then we'll switch the good light on this one over to that one, because it's the same light. So that one's junk. Put this one on this skid loader. All right, I think I got it in here. There we go. Now we just gotta put the LEDs on here. Ready. What? It's not an LED. I don't know, about $37 for one of these. Gonna have to call CNH. Okay. Don't know how that happened. These are from New Holland, but they have a new different type of plug they want me to put on here, so gonna have to cut the wires. It's kind of annoying, but do it real quick. Okay, got the wires connected. Sturdy. Boom. Look at that. At the showroom, the guy was showing these to me. We walk over to this display and he just fires them up right in my eyes. Temporarily blinded me. Okay, just gotta stick this in here, we're good to go. Okay, I'm just gonna do this side real quick before my dad needs a skid loader. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah. That is gonna be nice. Dad said our milk inspector just dropped off our Christmas gift, so I had to come up here and check it out. Look at that. Our milk is shipped to Clover Farms. It's a company here in Pennsylvania. I think they have the best chocolate milk. Might be a little biased opinion, but it's actually pretty good. While I have this skid loader in here, I just want to grease it and check the oil. Then we're going to take a scoop of bedding down to the heifers. skid loader is used for wood shavings, so this air filter is always filthy. Try to clean it out often enough. Skid loader's good to go. I'm gonna grab another sip of chocolate milk, get a scoop of shavings, and take it down to the heifer farm, and we'll go from there. I'm gonna watch the heifers for a bit, and then I'm gonna start mixing feed, and while the feed's mixing, I can run in through the gates and get the bedding out. Got the shavings out, mixing the feed up here, about to run it out. Beautiful sunset tonight. I'm gonna wrap this video up, guys. Make sure you hit the like button if you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.